Wow. Wow, wow, wow. All right, I'm adjusting some camera settings there, but what a setting, what a snafu, guys. I'm so sorry. I set us up to go live here, and now I'm gonna have to re-announcement. I am using my I'm speaking to you in my in my iPhone camera, basically, and I'm gonna have to get myself like a real camera because the phone was starting to act like a phone and not a camera, you know. And what is the as great as the phone is, and it's a great tool for a lot of things, but sometimes you can live on YouTube. I'm literally making posts right now with a link. Anyway, you guys are very patient and generous with me, and I appreciate your um, patience and your support. And let me just make sure I'm getting this live stream. Copy, share, link copy, close. Right. Yeah. And now I'm going to Blue Sky and saying live on YouTube. Thank you. YouTube. Exclamation point. Right there. There we are. Look at George. Copy, paste. Let's see. We have to support each other these days. So it's, oh, you guys are very kind and very patient. There we go. Live on YouTube. All right. God. Hi. It's cold outside, but I have heat on. And I was thinking about how I don't know. I don't deal with extremes all too well. I like I like comfort. So when people talk about things like, "Oh, let's go to the mountains and go to like when they want to do things like hikes and whatnot." No, that's not to say I can't appreciate a good hike because I certainly can. I went on a really nice one earlier this year, like in September up in Vermont. It was fantastic. Mm. But no, I don't deal with extreme temperatures very well, like at all. Heat, I'm a real big fan of air conditioning in the summer. Generally, I like Wi-Fi. I like functioning heat. I have heat in excuse me, I have heat in this apartment, um, radiator heat, but I also have an assist if necessary with a really good couple of space heaters. Only one of them is still inside the box. I should sell it because it's never even been opened. Anyway, so heat. Yeah, yikes. Um, I don't like to be cold. I don't cope with being cold well at all. Um, so yes, I have a space heater that I turn on during the day. The radiator heat in my building doesn't seem to be, I think they're presuming scheduling wise that the people who live here are maybe like at work or something. I work from here for the most part. So I don't know. The heat doesn't seem to be as on during the day as it is after 6, let's say. What can I tell you? Anyway, thank you for joining me, for those of you who have. It's great to have everyone here. I've got yeah. I like YouTube so much. I don't spend as much time here as I probably should, but I am inspired after today's technical snafu to go and get a streaming camera. I found one because I always research this shit. The best 3 webcams, and I found one called. Let's see. There's the best webcam for most people. I'm not most people. I want to give you guys high definition. The most feature-packed webcam is an Insta360 Link 2. It's not terribly expensive. I think for what you get, it seems to be it's $150. So I'm gonna buy one at B&H and go get one because I don't want to use my phone. I'm literally the camera I'm using is my phone, not the selfie camera. It's the good 4K high def camera that comes on the other side, the back side of the phone. So yeah, it's a great phone. But I felt I was so excited to be on time. I was like to schedule a 4 o'clock live video, and then I couldn't do it because the phone was not functioning as a camera. It was busy functioning as a phone. Annoying. Anyway, just checking in. Nothing to add to the news discourse today, really, other than the Rob Reiner thing that I'll be thinking about for such a long time because I admired him so much as a filmmaker, as a creator, as a humorist, as a thinking person, as a humanitarian, as a good American. Rob Reiner was one of the good guys. I know next to nothing about his wife other than the fact that she was a photographer. Yeah. And also the photographer who took the cover photo for Donald Trump's ghost-written book, The Art of the Deal. Michelle Reiner, Rob Reiner's wife, who was murdered on Sunday by their son, took that photo, and then Trump turned around and trashed them. Or Rob Reiner, anyway. Awful. Anyway, learned this afternoon that it was originally Nick Reiner was being held for $4 million bail. That bail has been lifted. He's just being held indefinitely until he's what's the word when you are arraigned? Yeah. So okay, let me just go to the comments here. That'll fuel it for a few minutes because I don't want to keep you guys for too long. Happy holidays to you. Am I of British descent? There is British in my heritage. On my mother's side. My great-grandfather was British. Fred Lee was a Brit. Accent and everything. My great-grandfather. I met him a couple of times when I was very little. The video quality is amazing. Look, the backside of the iPhone. This is an iPhone 16 Pro. Not the current one, last year's. I always upgrade every other year. And I didn't like the design of the 17 Pro. I like the 17, but I wanted the bells and whistles of the Pro, and I didn't like the design on it, the bump in the back of it. So thank you. I'm glad it's coming in loud and clear. Do I have a favorite film of Rob Reiner's? Well, it's going to be on the list of films, including like When Harry Met Sally, Misery, A Few Good Men, Stand By Me. See, Misery and When Harry Met Sally are so very different, right? And Spinal Tap, of course. I mean, he was so funny. I love Spinal Tap. It's not my favorite of his. It's going to have to be Misery. Or, God, maybe When Harry Met Sally. Yeah. Anyway. Let's see. How crowded is Zabar's these days? Holiday madness, I would imagine. Michelle wants to know. I like the holiday buzz, Michelle. When I go to Zabar's, I like that vibe in the room. I like that when I go to Zabar's, generally, I have an agenda in mind. If you go into Zabar's and you're just meandering, you might get overwhelmed and buy shit that you're ultimately not going to need because it's all so deliciously tempting. And I love going up to the mezzanine and looking at the kitchenwares because I'm always tempted by getting those Pantone coffee mugs, even though I am in no place to get coffee mugs. I have more than enough. I could host a coffee party and everyone gets a mug or a cup. Anyway, so I like the crowd at Zabar's. I actually like that energy. So I go in, I know that I'm typically going in there to get a pound of coffee, 2 pounds. I'd buy 2. I buy them 2 at once typically. And I might treat myself to not a bag of arugula because that's a lot for one person. But the over-the-counter arugula that is right there in the baked goods area, and I'll get like 4 pieces. And that's it. I'm trying to be disciplined about it. They also have very good prepared foods. They have a couple of bean salads in their prepared foods department that I find I love beans. It's incredibly good for you. They're a great source of protein. It's a longevity food. Beans are superfoods. So yeah, I love a bean salad and lentils. Thank you for the question. You've dropped weight, haven't you? Only saying so because I know you've been after it. So wait, you're just saying that to be nice? I'm trying to. I'm doing well today. I'm having hot water with lemon here. I might treat myself to a coffee later when I take the puppy out, the princess. So yeah, but thank you. Trying to lose weight. Trying to tighten it up. I've been exercising daily, actually. I think it's science. If you eat well, if you eat smart, and exercise, it's going to show. One of my inspirations, I have many inspirations, and I really recommend, by the way, Arnold Schwarzenegger's daily fitness email, like his team that he put together. It's like Arnold's Pump Club or something like that. If you go to the thing and sign up for the email newsletter, a daily thing in your inbox in the morning, and it's great stuff. I really recommend it. But there's this guy named Brian Koppelman. I know Brian was a showrunner at on Billions. He's a screenwriter. He ran that show Billions. Very smart guy, fellow Upper West Sider. I run into him very occasionally at like Cafe Luxembourg. But Brian Koppelman, until about a few years ago, was like a heavier guy. Now, I wouldn't say fat, but he was a heavier guy and started lifting. Like he made a commitment to himself. And he's north of 60 and started going to the gym, made a commitment to himself, and he goes every day. He's into deadlifting. That's his kink. And it's really, he looks like a different person. And he nerds out about it and shares about it and posts about it all the time. Brian Koppelman, Koppelman. I really admire what he has done for himself as a man, in my sort of timeline. So yeah. So you're over there shopping. So Kirklandian is shopping for nicotine patches. I know the struggle with nicotine. I smoked I probably started when I was about 15 and quit when I was 51. So that is 35 years. I get it. Yeah, I feel great now. Deadlift's great. I mean, resistance training, like weight training is really good for you. Like we all know that. The science is in. Resistance training is really good. I like what's the word I'm looking for? Is it interval training on the bike? Like really, really fast, a minute of doing that, 40 seconds or a minute of going really fast and then slow down. And that I have some cycles in my cycling app that kind of keep me through those cycles. So that's been great too. Interval training on the bike, weight training, deadlift. I don't do deadlifting, but resistance training, weight training is really great. And if you travel, get like those rubber bands that you can like put under your feet and lift and stuff. Yeah. Hello from Hell's Kitchen. Darling, I used to live in Hell's Kitchen. I lived in Hell's Kitchen for 20 years. Can you give a review of my new toaster? Meg Mulholland, you are a follower. I love my new toaster. I didn't use it today. I used it yesterday. It is a Cuisinart Basic, 2 slices. It sells the same model that does 4 slices. I don't need that. I'm a single guy. So yeah, I love my Cuisinart toaster. In black, thank you, matching the other kitchen appliances. So good luck with you, Kirklandian, with the nicotine patches. You can do it. You can quit. You can quit. I got the app, the smoking app. Let's see, is it in my I don't think it's in my iPad. And I would have to go into my iPhone, which I cannot right now since my iPhone is being used as I talk to you, but I have the Quitter app in my iPhone. I have saved, if this is of any help to you, the quitting smoking thing, I have avoided spending somewhere in the past in February, the day I quit the day Russia invaded Ukraine, nothing to do with one another. I just happened to have what felt like a heart attack that day. It turns out it was a panic attack. And I threw my cigarettes out and I never went back. The day Russia invaded Ukraine, I was having lunch with my friend Patrick McDonald. We were at PJ Clark's on the East Side, the original location, at Frank Sinatra's table. And I was about to dig into what was a delicious lobster salad. And I started feeling like I had a heart attack. And I had a full pack of cigarettes in my coat. And I threw them out. And I haven't gone back since. Has not been easy. Certainly wasn't the first 2 weeks. That's the big bitch. Like, let's say that first 10-day window. And there were times, man, I left this building. I went out with the intention of going to get cigarettes. And I got halfway down the block and I went, nope, don't, because you're going to feel like a jerk the next day. So that's how that went down. No patches, no nothing. No, some people do it with hypnotism. But yeah. So anyway, not smoking. And at the time where I was getting my cigarettes, mostly from the newsstand at the end of my block, otherwise down about a half a block down at the bodega, cigarettes at the time, this was 4 years ago, they're probably more now, they were between $15 and $16 a pack, depending on where you got them. And I have saved more than $20,000 not smoking. That's how much I've not spent on cigarettes. I smoked about a pack a day, maybe a little less than that. Certainly never more, rarely more. I would go through more than a pack a day if I gave some away. But yeah. So that, and also that app tracked, if you track in the cigarettes thing, the app tracked what I was saving, and it also tracked what was happening with my body each day as I was not smoking. And it's amazing, like like how the human body heals itself is amazing. Like what's changing with your blood pressure, what's going on with your lungs, what's going on with your skin, what's going on with your breathing, lungs. And then the percentages of your risks of X, Y, and Z with each day. And I would daily, I would check the progress. And that coupled with also being reminded how much money I was saving by not smoking. I bought myself a nice watch last year. Like, this is cigarette money. This nice Tudor watch. It was $4,500. This was cigarette money. Yeah. That's what I did there. That's a lot of arugula from Zabar. So there are healthier ways to spend it. But like, cigarettes are delicious, man. Did I chew nicotine gum? No. Totally cold turkey. Totally cold turkey. That first week, I was probably not that much fun to be around. And another thing I enjoyed, if this is of any help, and then I'm going to let you guys go because 20 minutes is too long for these lives. But if this is of any help with the not smoking thing, Pelagos or Black Bay? Good eye. This is a Black Bay 41. Although I'm tempted to treat myself also to the Black Bay 58. but I do love this one. It's the original design of the Submariner. I mean, it's basically a Rolex, but less money. What was I going to say? Oh, another added benefit. I mean, just all the benefits of not smoking are just like way higher. The smell. I don't miss my clothes reeking of it. My winter coat, the trim on the hood of my parka, my winter coat jacket. That would sort of that synthetic faux coyote fiber just like would absorb the smell of cigarettes when I would be outside because I got to go outside, and it would just reek of cigarettes. That doesn't happen anymore. My clothes don't smell. My skin doesn't smell. Your skin will improve. So drinking a lot of water was helpful. I still drink a lot of water. I drink a fuck ton of coffee, probably more than I should. So anyway, let's see. In the old days, my coat smelled like smoke after going to a bar. Yeah, I used to work in bars, and you'd smell like smoke. I was a bartender. How many of my brunch pals smoke? One. One does. Let's see. Those were withdrawal symptoms. I quit caffeine and was miserable for a few weeks. No, I can't quit caffeine. I think coffee is fabulous. Some people go off it and they have a great time. I love aerobic activity. I ride a bike. I've got my folding bike, my Brompton, and I have a stationary bike here. And when I'm at the gym, I'm fortunate to have the same model of stationary bike as they have at the gym. Basically the same. So yeah. Let's see. I loved smoking, but it's the worst. I used to get Nat Sherman. Nat Shermans were fancy. And also, let me be blunt. If I'm going to be rigorously honest, if cigarettes were not bad for you, I'd go buy a pack tomorrow. I'd go buy a pack right now. I loved smoking. I loved it. Yeah. But I'm not trying to sell it. Let's see. Coffee, the legal drug that keeps capitalism alive. Coffee is good for you. Coffee has a lot of benefits when you drink it black, like I do, especially. Coffee has a lot of benefits. Truthfully. All right, it's getting dark in here. Hey Siri, lights up. There we go. Hey Siri, paper lamp, 10%.
The answer is 0.1.
Oh, shut the fuck up. She just I swear to God. No, never mind. Apple sucks with the AI. See, there's some light now, and I'm going to turn down the tower lamp here behind me because that's giving a glow that's just a little bit much. So let's take that down. Better. And let's see, I'm going to kill that, and I want to kill that, and yeah. I use the Philips Hue. Hey Siri, turn off the bedroom TV. Thank you.
No problem.
She's such a bitch. I have Philips Hue lights all around my house. I have floor cans, my light strip in the kitchen, which I got one of those light strips. It's under the counter. It gives a nice glow under the counter. Yeah, it's not a totally smart home. Yes, my Siri, I chose female British. So good. How do I connect Siri to look? I have Siri connected to my Apple TV, and the Apple TV is connected to the TV. Yeah. In some ways, she's actually kind of Siri, Siri, can't say her name or she'll activate. She's actually pretty great. Anyway. The one thing I agree with Trump on, incandescent bulbs. Trust me, if Trump says anything about incandescent bulbs, it's because someone told him about it and there's some financial incentive there. It's not for the greater good. Don't ever think that anything that Trump says, even if it happens to rhyme with something positive, he's not doing it because it's the right thing. He is doing it because it lines his pockets or, gets him more glory. It's never for the right reason, ever, ever, because he's not capable of it. So just keep that in mind. Anyway, that's it. Thanks for tuning in. Sorry about the glitch earlier, guys. I'm going to get a real camera instead of the phone. Although the phone camera looks really good. Like the quality, that we've got in our pockets is kind of amazing. Yeah. So I'll talk to you guys later. Thanks for tuning in. And also go to georgehahn.com/support. If you want to donate here on YouTube, you can, but also georgehahn.com/support. I love you guys. Bye.